Jonathan,
Yeah.
on the subject of the Wii U,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
When are you and I going to open up our own school of magic?
I don't know magic.
I
I've
think,
seen
I
it
think,
done.
I think all of us. I think all three of us, our fingers are on the pulse of culture, and my finger, right, so deep up the throbbing vein of the social zeitgeist is telling me
At least it's not a pig.
it's no, society is not a pig, but maybe it's getting that way under a democratic government.
That's good.
Just eating all
Turning
that
it around.
government cheese.
It made no sense. But that's fine. It's not
Well,
supposed
just
to.
fatten up the pig for the slaughter, huh?
Hey,
Joke.
that Obama is a dictator, and by that there is a K in that for penises. Guys, come on. Seriously. Let's sort it out, and with Trump on this one, let's commit treason, like he told us. Okay, sorry, let's get back on topic. Harry Potter as a franchise has only gone from strength to strength. Jonathan and Conrad Zimmerman. This is my pitch to you. It's done really well. The last film was out last year, so we're about due another one. It's got to be within the next 6 months. And for when the next Harry Potter film comes out, we need to be in place to rake in the cash by opening up our own school of magic and witchcraft and wizards and Quidditch.
They're not doing another. The story's over. There's no more Harry Potters, I don't think.
Not yet.
Well, okay. I mean, there's more Star Wars, so anything's possible. But
anything's possible. They're not gonna not do another. They've turned The Hobbit into 3 films.
Don't make an
That's a good
animated
point.
series.
Harry Potter the animated series, Harry Potter beanbags, Harry Potter official school of. Well, I say it'll be called that. It's going to be called Dickmouth's School of Definitely Magic.
Who is Dickmouth?
Good question. It's not you. Don't worry, John.
Oh, that's
Don't
good.
worry. Don't worry. It's just the name of the school. I've been looking at prospective properties to set up this school because we need a nice, authentic school. To remind us of the enchanting, wizarding world of Harry Potter and his sorceress friends. Looking at this property in what's it called? Boston?
Oh, that's around where I live, yeah.
Yeah, it is where you live.
Pretty much. I'm right.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is where you live, the school.
Oh, it's in my house.
It's your
Okay.
house, Jonathan, because I can think of nowhere more magical. Because you and I have a magical friendship.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jonathan's confirmed it. His house is a portal of
I don't agree
sorcery.
with- No. Magic. Magic is when things are summoned from nothing, and how did this happen? People ask me all the time. So why does he love Uranus?
Do
Where
not
did that come
argue.
Like it was summoned from nothing. I have no idea where the anus thing came from.
Exactly. Conjuration. Magic. Do not argue with your headmaster, Professor Grumble Ticklish. That's me. I'm Professor Grumble Ticklish. Conrad is sorcery ass.
Is that one word?
Yeah. And you, Jonathan, you're Professor Cock Knowledge.
Is that one word too?
Yeah.
Knowledge?
Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Jonathan, I'm eager with anticipation to hear what your job at the school is. You've got about 50.
Jobs?
Yeah.
Oh.
You are, for instance, more or less...
We are operating on a budget here. It's not.
It's a tight budget. We've got another 4 years of what's sure to be a busted economy. A koala bear. We've got a busted koala bear. And I've tried spending it, but they don't accept it as money. So you have basically got to be most of the teachers. And by that I mean all of the teachers.
What about Professor Grumble Ticklish and Sorcerass?
I'm headmaster. Conrad is admin. Leaving.
What does that mean? Just filing the papers and
Don't ask questions.
Look, there are records that will need to be maintained, obviously. There's dealing with the insurance nightmare of having children casting spells all around us. I'm going to be very busy, Jonathan.
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay, sorry to
And
question.
also-
Administration is magic all in its own.
Yeah. And I'll be too busy, A, running the school, and B, doing my second job. We're all multitasking. Okay?
What's your second job?
Don't you worry about it. We'll deal with it later. Right now, you've got several syllabuses, or syllabi, I don't know how you pronounce it, to work on. You've got an entire learning curriculum. For one, you've got the most important job, the most glamorous job in the school, defense against the dark arse.
The dark ass? The ass?
Defense against the dark arse. Some say the position is cursed, but it's mostly not. After we've gotten the kid, I'll be...
Wait a minute.
What?
Some say the position is cursed, but it's mostly not? What part is still cursed? What do I like teaching, I like children.
I'll be
I
honest.
like helping them out.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, for the past 10 minutes I've been talking and then thinking about what I was going to say about 3 seconds after the words came out. So I don't know anything that I've said so far.
You want me to teach the class that's to protect against
The dark arse.
arse. Yes.
Defense against the dark arse. Right. Okay, I'm caught up now. We've got kids. We're going to get kids in. I'm going to take out adverts. I'm going to take out, like, local advertising in Boston in movie theatres for kids' movies. You know, the kids will go see Wreck-It Ralph, and beforehand, there'll be, you know, local ads coming up on the screen, and one of them will be, hey, kids, would you want to do magic with some responsible adults looking after you? Of course you do, you prick. Come down to Dickmouth School of Magic, of Definite Magic, at Jonathan Holmes's house.
Dickmouth School of Magic of Definite Magic.
Yeah. We won't hurt you, kids. I guarantee it.
Are we do the three of us physically appear in this advertisement so they see what they're getting?
No, I actually can never show my face at any time during any of this.
That's not that surprising.
Yeah, he's admin. It's very important. We'll probably get Charles Martinet to do it. Martinet, or however that's it.
I think it's Martinet. Yeah.
He can come out, you know, just... Don't worry, kids. No harm will come to you. Now, you've got to tell your parents to give you $50 and come to this address, and then your address will flash up on the screen, and give them to the fat man there. It's got to be in cash, no checks. Don't be dicks about this, kids. Don't cock us over. Okay? Don't penis our lives.
What is supposed to happen after they get $50 from you?
Then they're inducted. Write their name on a raffle ticket and put that in a box so that we know they're registered. And then they gather in your room, your main room, which we will call the main hall. They'll have, first of all, the start of term feast, Hot Pockets and American cheese, which we will call Hocus Pocuses and a magical cheese. And then it's time for lessons. Defense against the dark arts with Professor Cocknowledge. We've got the kids all arranged in little chairs, which I can steal from a real school. And then you teach them to defend themselves against the dark arts. Now, this mostly consists of you with your trousers round your ankles.
Oh.
And underwear. Don't worry, Jonathan. Don't be upset that I just said trousers. I mean your underwear as well.
My underwear's on or off?
Totally off.
Ugh.
Don't worry, you won't have to wear underwear for any of this. I know that's probably a...
I like wearing underwear.
Well,
I wear it all the time.
Well, get used to it, sister. You will be bent
'Cause we're
over
sisters
the
now.
desk,
Mhm.
reach behind yourself, pull your ass cheeks apart, and show the kids Uranus.
Oh, is that the
Just,
dark os?
that's the dark ass. And then I'll be there smoking, obviously, smoking a cigarette, and then I'll just be shouting at the kids to just put stuff up there.
Uh,
Just kids, whatever you've got in your pocket. Just I've got some cigarettes. Here, have some of these. Smoke half of them and then put the rest up his ass. Just to protect yourself. Just to
yeah, what are they protecting? This is defense against my ass, and all that means is hurt my ass with objects.
well, the ass
I
is in the wrong hands, in the hands of the Death Eaters. The anus can be a powerful weapon. You've got to block that up.
I don't.
Gotta stop evil spells coming out of it. And I'll tell everyone, I'll say Jonathan Holmes' ass is full of evil spells.
Mm,
Horrible, stinky, soggy, sloppy spells. And you've got to block that shit up. I mean, the main aim here is to ensure that just nothing's coming out of you, Jonathan. Out of that portal of disease and fetid filth.
I try to keep it relatively clean.
Cigarettes, bouncy balls, crayons, cotton ball, marshmallow.
Oh, they're not that bad.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Chinese finger traps. Just anything the kids have to hand. They take in turns to just poke a little thing up your ass while you are just going like that. And then I'll be, chain smoking and just shouting, "That's good, kids. That's good, kids. Just get it deep up there." And then once there's no more able to get up there, then the kid turns just shouting at it, just "You disgusting fucking ass! I can't fucking stand you. I can't bear you." They're doing, these are magical invocations.
Oh,
And that's the ritual. That's defense against the dark arts.
it's realistically, I'm gonna be really uncomfortable because my whole colon and it's gonna be filled with crayons, and
Yeah.
so they might start to come out again. I'm not gonna have much motivation to keep all of this stuff in my internal organs.
I,
I'm gonna want to go to the bathroom
well,
or get out of there.
that's the thing about the dark arts. I mean, if you fight the dark arts is going to fight back. And then I'll be like, just don't you let that shit drop on the floor, Wilson. You pick that crayon back up and you stick it up there and you make sure it stays this time, or I'll put this cigarette out on your arm.
Oh, that's really mean to Wilson.
They're
Is there any?
learn. They're there to learn, John.
Is it just silent the whole time? It's so creepy. Can there at least be some, I don't know, some Beyonce music in the background? Single ladies or
It's Harry
independent
Potter
ladies? Yeah.
inspired. As Conrad could talk through the tannoy, the speaker system will set up and just go do 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 do
You guys go ahead. I'll just keep doing this.
That's not creepy, is it?
If John Williams only knew that he worked that whole year writing
So
music for Harry Potter.
we've got you bent over, pulling your cheeks apart while kids push objects your ass. While a mustachioed man goes.
Yeah, that is a new nightmare scenario.
Now,
It's no one.
J.K. Rowling couldn't have written it better herself.
That's true.
And that's just one lesson. After an hour of that, we move on to potions. You, of course, Jonathan, are a skilled potions master, just like Slinkerous Snakes from Harry Potter, played, of course, by Alan Rickman.
Rickman?
Yeah.
Rickman.
I was gonna say someone else who wasn't Alan Rickman, and then realised Alan Rickman's pretty much the only actor I know, so I couldn't do the joke. Tim Allen. There we go. That would have been funny if I'd have said it 5 minutes ago. Severus Snunk, played by Tim Allens. And you, Jonathan, of course, that character was based on your life because you are a skilled potions master. Now, of course, I know what you're thinking. What does being a potions master entail? First of all, don't harbour any pretensions of wearing clothes. You won't be needing those.
So embarrassing.
You wouldn't want to wear the clothes.
I really would. I want every inch of
Not
my...
when you find out what being potions master entails.
Really?
Yeah, basically we need you naked, face down on the floor. Your bare rump exposed to the realm. And your bare back. Just silky back. You'll be face down, arms at your sides, head more or less like just your face pressed against the floorboards. The kids gather around you in a circle, whip their little peanuts out, and just urinate on you while you go, oh, good lesson, kids.
It's awful. That is awful. I thought it was, I don't know if you know this, teenagers...
You'll come out and you'll say, hello, boys and girls. I'm Slinkerous Snunks. And I will teach you to do a potion.
Am I wearing clothes, at least, when I'm talking to children?
You'll be undressing as you say this.
Ugh.
I will teach you to bottle frame, drink magic, and brew a saucy ale. I think he said something like that.
Yeah, he talked a lot.
At any rate, you end the speech by saying, "Have a look at me ass, kids." Make sure you get piss all over it. And then your face down on the floor, just going, good lesson, kids. Keep eating. And I tell you what, if you want to do a little poo as well, that's fine.
Oh, no, it's not at all.
Anyway, only half the class is doing this. Because the others need their piss, because they're going to put their little fellas right, like, just in your ass. Piss up it. They're going to squirt that out into a jug and drink it.
Can you do... Can you do that? Can you... why am I asking this? Can you pee... Because you have to have certain level of... you can't be...
Explain it.
Yeah, I guess I will. Your pee shaft, let's call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The urethra?
It's got to be... Well, the member there. The penis. It's got to be kind of ready to be inserted into a hole, you see.
Yeah.
And can you pee when it's all thick and engorged like that, guys? It's hard.
What, you don't wake up in the morning with some morning wood and have to relieve your bladder?
It can be. You just got to put a bit more effort in, and that's of course where the wand
training. Wand training exercises. Right.
Training exercises.
Oh wow, we're really talking about.
Where you line the kids up, their trousers around their ankles, and just pop them in your mouth a bit.
Oh no! You can't do that, Jim. You can't.
Why not?
Well, for a lot of reasons.
It's Harry Potter.
Everything has been bad, but that's even worse.
It crosses the line, doesn't it, Jonathan?
It sure does.
Children
abusing you is weird and gross, but being like the one...
Sexual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. And the thing is I would never actually ask you to do that. I'd ask you to get them ready to do that, which you will.
What does that even mean?
Well,
get them ready, just like coach them.
Well, it's
weird's gonna happen.
Before you pop it in your mouth.
Ugh.
You won't have to do that because that's when my second job comes into play, and I will get to end the lesson. Because I'm also Voldemort, Jonathan.
Oh, okay.
That's a twist.
That's it. It's an M Night Shyamalan's twist. I'm telling you that much. Basically, I want to say every 48 hours or so, I'll be outside with a black dressing gown on, just going, oh, oh, Harry Potter, oh, 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 I'm Voldemort, and I'm going to do an evil at the school. Oh, I'm quite a bad man. And that's when I throw the petrol bomb through your window. Uh,
That's very.
and the kids have to put all of everything they've learned into practice to fight the fire.
Wow.
I'm outside just going, Jonathan Holmes's house is on fire! Like
We
that.
may want to put snack time in between these activities. Just
So
so
they
they've got
can
some
pee on-
ammunition.
Yeah, you've already. Wow, you're 3 steps ahead of him. I was thinking, what skills have they learned? They've put crayons in my rectum. They've peed and pooed on me,
Yep.
and I've just like sat there with their genitalia in my mouth. Those are the skills.
I don't want you putting their genitals in your mouth. You just have to tell them that's what you're going to do.
Oh, good.
Like I said, the
That's fine. Then.
Yeah. Half your apartment will be on fire before we get to that.
Oh, wow. This is deeply disturbing.
And then the kids will put everything they've learned into practice to fight off the magic, the hot, consuming, furniture-damaging magic that has been. And you'll be there, Jonathan. Waddling around with your pants around your ankles, just going, oh, fight the fire, kids. Wait, no, not the fire, the magic. Fight the magic with everything that you've learned.
That's really an effective help, because I could actually help put out the fire.
No,
Grown and...
you've got to let these kids.
They're never going to learn to fly on their, unless you let them. You have to throw them out of the nest.
I mean, Jesus Christ! If they're not ready for that, by the time we do teach them to fly, it's going to be all terrible business. Because otherwise, they're not prepared. By the time it comes to flying lessons, we'll just be pushing kids off of the roof of an apartment building, holding toothbrushes. And we're not going to do that until they're ready to be pushed off of the roof of the building, Jonathan. Because then they'll fly and get the golden snitch. But before then, you've got to be stood there naked in an apartment on fire saying, oh my god, what has Voldemort done? Fight the magic! While I'm outside just going...
It's just like learning math. You can't, just go right into trigonometry. You have to build up with arithmetic. There are foundational things that need to be laid. Like you being there to encourage them to piss out your burning apartment.
We've got another 4 years of a democratic government, Jonathan. How are these kids going to defend themselves?
I can't... How do you guys even keep talking after the part where is like you put children's genitalia in your mouth?
I never said that.
At that point, you'll tell them that.
I never said that. And this is something important you've got to learn, Jonathan. This is how I can do it. It's called compartmentalization. Harold Shipman used to do it. So, I think, did Joseph Fritzl, where you just separate everything you say and do into tiny little boxes that never interact with each other so you can go on living with yourself. That's how I basically survive from day to day, and I think you would be a lot happier if you did that as well. And that would make it a lot easier, I think, for us to go along with a plan where your apartment's on fire and children are pissing on the fire to try and put it out.
They're gonna die, too. The children.
Oh, Jonathan.
Because the fire will burn them.
Did any of the kids die in Harry Potter?
Yes.
No.
The main 3 ones, but
lack of
not the
confidence
first film.
in your ability.
Digley or something? I can't remember. The one who's played by the hunk from Twilight there. He died, right? And then one of the twins.
That was like 5 movies in.
Holmes, you're an amazing teacher. And I know that these kids are going to be ready.
It started
do.
off as like the first of these ideas that I could like comfortably just be like, this doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna like my stomachs are all in knots and I feel awful envisioning it. This is a cute little idea, a little weird, but and then it just turned into the Serbian film of Jim Sterling, Jonathan Holmes ideas, just the grossest, saddest. Wow, this has really been a
Jonathan.
revolting, terrible. Yeah.
Jonathan.
Uh-huh.
This is why I was worried you'd be a bit sad because, as Conrad said, you're not. You need more self-confidence. You need more. You're really
That's my problem.
Yeah, you're really putting yourself down that you think children are going to die and you're going to be arrested and you're going to be homeless and I'm going to have to skip the country. I think you're really doing yourself a disservice. You're a good teacher. You're a good man. And if there's any other problems,
It is hard to feel like something bad happening during that music. It does fix all the problems in a way.
Yeah. So anyway,